restaurant, Elkano in Getaria. To me, is one of the 2-3 best in the world, well, Western world. We designed the menu always with Aitor, according to the terroir. So we have the idea of very much like almost choosing different wines. We are going from blue fish, tuna, to white fish, cocochas, then rock. Rock is camarones, the famous shrimp season now, as well as necoras, and also the liver of salmonetes, rouget, and finally flatfish, which is the turbot. So you see the progression, the idea of the meal. First dish I'm using Elkano. This is wild tuna, a little bit marinated, a little bit young onions, guinea peppers, tomato, a little basil palette. When I tasted it, it's really very different than the élevage. Obviously, Japan is very famous for this type of raw crudo. They have their way of marinating. Sometimes they make it wait about 3 weeks before they serve. And I won't say which one is better. Some of the top examples in Japan is a sashimi or this. But this is definitely on par, and maybe more to my palate, because I like little acidity with that type of fat structure of the tuna, which is also extremely subtle, quite amazing. First we start with percebes. I don't want to eat it to talk about it. According to Aitor, the best season is more like March for it. I had the very best ones from Galicia, near Asturias border. Percebes in French is pousse, but I've never seen in France. It's one of my favorite shellfish, as it is very, almost you taste the sea. I will say great salinity, firm texture, a little chewy. You should like that. It's like nothing else that I can compare. Together with it, we are having actually a wine, a Viura, French called Macabeo, neutral. After the tuna, amuse, and percebes, we have a small portion of cocochas. I don't want too much to talk to. I don't need to taste this because I know. I think the best a la parrilla, which you see is here, extremely fresh. As for the purpie sauce, very gelatinous. It's on gelatin, little maybe olive oil, parsley. They have garlic, but they take it out. Here and Ibai, to me, Ibai in Donostia are the two best. And we are having a wine from Viura, first, grape, Macabeu, a very interesting producer. I think it's a very good neutral wine with this. Camarones, quisquillas also they call it. Some of the most amazing shrimp. They are very firm but sweet at the same time with a saline finish. We are right now the best season, basically late fall, winter. Salteados, I suppose, pan fried very quickly. They just see the fire, and I see them in Asturias and Pays Basque. And when you have them, you should try. They are really amazing. Necoras, I had it before also this season at Elkano. So sweet. I would say more taste than lobster. You should really try it if you can find it. The meat is sweet and also get the rock minerality, and with arachea I think it's a great combination. I also find it very interesting the way Spanish sits, a little bit like in Islamic countries. Well, that is their country because they don't take the women out much, except in more upper classes, westernized. But the man sits separately than women. I guess they talk different things, but I find it amusing. The nekoras, we had the kind of crab. I forgot to tell that it's from a female before they make babies, because I've never seen somebody like Aitor who is so much terroir driven. Maybe some Japanese chefs, but I don't pretend to be an authority on Japanese cooking. And before the rodaballo, the turbot, we have salmonetes rouge fish. English translation doesn't make sense, like red mullet, which is not very interesting. Salmonetes from Getaria, the liver, and it's so rich but subtle and sweet taste. Here is the turbot at Elkano, rodaballo, different than what we know from the Black Sea in Turkey, Mediterranean, which has some buttons. It is thicker and more gelatinous. The sauce they use is made a la parrilla, grilled. The sauce he uses is not known. This is secret of Pedro, Aitor's father. And then I will show you YouTube how he prepares this. What is really amazing is the texture, because he gets 5 different textures, like eating a tête de veau or wheelhead. That cheek, liver, eye, they all have different textures. This is an amazing dish which should be experienced.
You see, this is water from, but the white point.
The white point is what?
Is the protein of the fish. So we give them water from Lourdes. It's like a dosage in the wines.
It's like
but
what?
The dosage. Dosage. Like in the dosage in the wines. But the most important thing is not what we give. It's what the fish is giving us. The protein. You see the white points? This is the protein.
White points are the proteins.
The protein of the fish.
And it's a la parrilla, grilled.
With the hot of the fish, they take out the protein.
Yes.
This is the white points, and we give them a little bit of oil and something acidity, and then we can make emulsion
Emulsion,
like a peel by the olive oil, like a peel. We prepare it. It's a little bit more cooked than I want.
Yes, so you have different textures in the fish. White part, the part that sees the sun, right? Yeah.
We serve like always white skin, caramelized. Black one is not caramelized.
Yes.
With a little bit small buttons in the black one, not in the white side.
No.
You have it in the white, in the black. In Turkey, here we have in the white, we don't have bones. In the black, we have bones. But
You have, oh, you have
that's it. So, meat with white skin, black
This
one.
is thicker than the one in Turkey. The Turkey is thinner.
It's in the white and in the black, it's big.
Yes.
And this element you have between the punctures, like always, to cut like that. You take it with the finger and suck the meat with the white.
Definitely.
And black skin.
Down neck.
The neck.
Like this type.
This one from the back side. That's it. Fibrous. It seems like more cooked.
More fibrous.
More fibrous. It seems like more cooked, drier. black, white, bitter side.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see the different texture, taste of different parts of turbot. You never get it in a Michelin 3-star or one of the blah blah best, because they cook sous vide and they pre-cut pieces in a parchment or in a vacuum. They cook, and this is the real thing, a la parrilla. And then they let it rest with the sauce, and you really get the full complexity, the texture of the fish. It is really the best of Basque.
Bitter,
Yes.
fibrous, cheek.
Cheek.
The best for all the fish probably. You are good today? Yes, for you. Not the double chin. And the double chin, cococha. This is cococha from the turbot.
Okay.
It's so small, the double chin.
Very good.
The cheeks a bit bigger. You can make something crunchy.
And the brain.
Turbot, it will be crunchy, or it will be gelatinous. The gelatin concept will be something gelatinous.
So is this the brain?
Not the stick, this is the
Is the what?
round of the egg.
Neck.
The round of the egg. Gelatin. Gelatin.
Each part is amazing.
The round of the egg. The outside of the egg. I love it. The outside of the egg.
Maybe the best.
That is the outside what they give to you.
Oh, that's for Linda.
That's it. Linda, here is it. That's it. So, like always, turbot is crunchy, gelatinous, bitter, fibrous, and something that you can.
Crunchy, gelatinous, bitter,
I mean,
fibrous or fibrous. Amazing texture. The
I
fish.
will bring back again to clean another element, but it's this inside.
Preparing the last part of the fish with the tail left. So this is the brain.
And this area is, like you said, brain, that sometimes you can remember like a bone marrow.
Bone marrow, yes.
Sometimes when you eat all probably, it's different, all of the, probably the
What
head,
is bone marrow in Spanish?
medulla. Medulla.
Los Samoei.
Like a muel. La espina dorsal, medulla. Or sometimes like the head of the shin. The shin?
This is
Probably. For the bone marrow, sometimes like the head of the shin. The taste will be so different because our turbot, till you are eating, is taking out the protein. Yes?
yes.
So the first refill I make and the last one is so different. Probably now is bigger the taste of the fish than the dosage when we start. I'm sure that you will. Probably is more tastier now.
Yes, the stronger taste because it's more fishy. Right now, you really have an amazing fish stew, like pilpil, I would say, gelatin. The beginning was more protein, it get richer, denser, intense. Super. This is really, that simple spoon is worth the price of the restaurant to me. Yeah. I don't eat too much dessert, but I have some exceptions. In Elkano, this is my favorite. They make a sorbet from a very fresh cheese from goat. It's a little tart and creamy at the same time. I really like it. They make coulis of red fruit, whatever in the season, fresh coulis. It's simple, it's direct, it's fulfilling, and it's light. At the same time, it's rich also, but not rich because of butter. It's rich because of its texture and its quality, I would say. I like it very much. I think it's the best way to finish the meal here after a great seafood feast.